Hey, a very pleasant good afternoon. Oh, I should say a very pleasant good morning. It's now 10:35 a.m. in the morning, and I'm sorry if I sound a little dazed or confused because this is very, very confusing. I want a lot of people to share this video because this video is very important to not just me but to all of us here in Jamaica, and how important it is for us to start seeing each other closely, loving each other, making sure you're observant, making sure you're thinking while you're moving around through this island, because sometimes what it might be doesn't necessarily have to be. You can see something, and in the twinkling of an eye, it changes into something else. So, this is a very important vlog that I want to share with my fan base. Normally, I don't go live just like that unless I do advertise, but this is like breaking news. This is like what's happening in Jamaica as we speak. Now, I am from Montego Bay, not there by birth, but I actually grew up in Montego Bay, so I know the layouts and the boundaries of Montego Bay very well. Now they say this happened in the Albion area of Montego Bay. That's on the outskirts of Montego Bay, going like towards Glendivan and Salt Spring and so on, going in that direction. And what they said happening is frightening, ladies and gentlemen. I know most of you have heard the news. Unstoppable TV, big up yourself, man. I wish I could talk to you on the air, man. I wish I could send the link to you and we have this conversation, man, because I would love to speak to another blogger who's of like mind. You understand me? So I'm gonna send the link to you, man. Send me a message right now on Facebook, Claude Sinclair Big Stone, and we can talk about this. This is very important, man. All right? I'll send you the link. Now, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this happened last night. All right? And and the way it happened, it was frightening. Let me go to the Gleaner for update so at least we can quote directly from the horse's mouth. It says a member of the Pathway International Restoration of Montego Bay was shot dead by the St. James police during a bizarre incident that happened on Sunday evening. Two other people have been confirmed dead. Head of the St. James Police Division, SSP Vernon Ellis, reported that members of the group, said to be a cult, were meeting when some were stabbed by other members. The police were called and on arrival were reportedly fired on by the suspect as other members attacked the police. Ellis said the police returned the fire and the suspect was killed. A pistol and several rounds of ammunition were found. The Independent Commission of Investigation is probing the matter. In the meantime, the police have detained almost 40 people who were meeting at the Norwood Avenue building in Paradise at the time of the incident. The congregants, all dressed in white, were taken away in a Jamaica Defense Force truck. One of the women was spotted leaving the building, had one hand raised to the heavens and the other clutching a toddler. Neighbors told the Gleaner that about 7 p.m. they heard heavy gunfire and then the screams from the members. Wow. This is really frightening. This is really frightening, to be honest with you. You understand? This is very, very frightening to know that this is happening in Jamaica at a time. But before I go deeply into this news that developed last night, I just want to say to all Jamaicans that today is the 18th of October and we're actually celebrating our Heroes Day today. Now, we have 7 national heroes and respect to all of them, but there are some of the heroes that I have more respect and love for than the others. I respect what the others did in their time and so forth, and that earned them the position of a national hero because that is not no easy task. But my 4 heroes that I personally admire, my love for, starts with Nani, Paul Bogle, Sam Sharp, and of course the Right Honorable Marcus Garvey. Now, today, as we celebrate our heroes and we look forward in the parish of St. Anne, and we'll see that turmoil is happening over there. We see there's a lot of things that is happening in St. Thomas that we need to talk about. We need to discuss this because, to be honest with you, Jamaica, we can't cope with that right now. I'm telling you. I cannot cope with that right now. You know what I mean? I personally cannot. You understand? So it's very important for us to discuss some of the things that's happening. You remember a couple of days ago there was a little girl by the name of Felisa, yeah, Prasia, and Felisa Prasia was abducted from her home, and after she was abducted from her home by a man known as Davian Bryan, and she was taken, and she was found about a day and a half later. A big search of over 500 people was there actually looking for this little girl, and then of course she was found in Arcadia, a distance of about 8 miles away from Bath, where she was actually taken first. And then after she was found, the frightening thing that happened is that not even half an hour later to an hour later, another little girl went missing. This time, 13-year-old Winche Barrett, also from Bath, the same area as little Felisa Prasia, was taken. And up to now, up till I started to go live, or I'm live now, we have not heard anything. There were some sightings and so on, but I've not heard anything as to what has happened to this little girl. Now, there's a lot of questions, and I want my fan base to jump in the comment section and put your comments in there. I need you. We need you at this hour as we celebrate Heroes Day. Let's do it and be the heroes who are not even in Jamaica. If you're in England or in New York or in anywhere, anywhere in the United States, or Canada, England, or Europe, or Africa, I need to jump in and hear from you. Horace Johnson, good morning. Big up yourself, man. We want to see input. I need input from my fan base more so than ever because there's so much things happening in Jamaica. Trust me. As your quaint, the news go from one extreme to the other. When it's not guys leaning in cars and firing gunshot down a busy street like Barnett Street, Montego Bay, shooting 10 people and killing 3 people. When it's not that happening in the news, then it's a church returning gunfire, firing on the police, and the police have to return fire on a church. I've never heard of that. You know what I mean? Where we have gone to a heights in Jamaica where the church and the police involved in a shootout. It's frightening. Where, boy, when Wendy Williams asks what is going on, JJ asks the same thing. Good morning, Big Stone. What is going on? What is going on in Jamaica? I had to come live and reason with you to see if I can come back to some sanity and stuff. Where are we? Where have we gone? Where did Jamaica of the 70s? How come we evolve to this? Where, on a no movements day, being Sunday yesterday, and the church are only allowed certain amount of time for congregation. And at about 8:30 last night in Montego Bay, the church congregate, and then we heard there were probably human sacrifice going on in that church because some church member just stab up the other church member then, and it's frightening. You're at church, you're supposed to be worshiping the Almighty, being, at peace one-on-one with yourself, and all of a sudden you look to your right, your church brother that are come at you with a knife, You understand? We have lost the plot. Yeah, that's true. Or we have missed the plot. That's more like it, JJ. It's more like we have missed the plot because when you really look at it and look at what is happening in Jamaica, it's something that sounds like out of a movie. Because it must be out of a movie you can't have. We take away a rapist that was charged for attempted rape with a firearm and was sent from Portland to stay in St. Thomas, or you must stay out of the parish And he chose St. Thomas, and when he moved into the area, right, the first thing he can look is a little pitney 9-year-old in Tekwe at knife point, and then by the time we recover a little pitney there, it's a 13-year-old gone too. So, we don't know what going on, and we asked the question, the distance between, say, Arcadia and Bath. Someone told me it's about 8-9 miles, and it's a long way. It's about 8-9 miles, and for somebody to walk with a child. One of my friends was saying that maybe him go through the river or something like that, and some of those rivers, alligator there, and you know what I mean. So him probably know the terrain, and traverse the terrain in such a way when could I get with this little girl. Because people I look for him, more people join the house. Me see them burn down him house last night. You know what I mean? And catch him house afire. But one thing I would say though, and on my platform, a lot of people will probably ask for jungle justice. And I'm saying we have to be careful. Remember, the little girl is still out there. And how do we know it's the same person? Are we sure 100%? Suppose there's a copycat, or suppose there's more than one, because I know there's a whole lot of pedophiles scattered out. So we have to be careful, first thing first of what we say. Some man I say, well, to get dirt, and some man I talk about jungle justice and them things about Big Stone. Would I say easy upon them talk, because remember the little girl, if I the same man, it doesn't matter which man, the little girl is out there in somebody's possession. I want to talk too tough and for trigger nothing, and next thing you know, we lose the little girl. So we just want to keep our conversation respectful, show we love same way. And if we have to say anything to the abducted, without look on them asking for just have a heart and just return the little girl to our family, man. You know what I mean? Just have a heart, brethren, and we know some things that go through your head. We don't know where I go through. You know what I mean? You understand? We know some things I go through your head, brethren, but we don't know where I go through, what kind of situation it is. We don't walk a mile in your shoes, we know what I want. Maybe this is something we can sort out, brother. It now for reach to a point where you take a life now and them things there. So return the little girl. Put her in a situation. I say nobody left her in the wilderness neither. Put her in a situation where she can run to somebody, and she's 13 years old. She must be able to explain herself. And someone saying, like JJ was saying, can't blame the rapist. Remember, put our thing up on top, right? This is what she has said. Can't blame the rapist. He does what he's done before. Got to blame the court system. He should be behind bars. Well, that's a very big point, because the judge should look at the offender, look at the nature of the crime, look at the mindset of this man here, and find out, is this man going to pose some threat if we put him on bail and put him out in the street? So maybe the laws are not strong enough to deal with them things. We need to put more teeth into the law. You know what I mean? As you might hear dogs barking and all that kind of stuff, this is an outside broadcast today, so you have to kind of get used to the barking of dogs and so on. And we in a serious time. Gaza girl, big up herself. Good morning. She asks, what go on a Jamaican down here? What go on down in a Jamaica? What the world? What you say? What go on in the world you do? Oh, she has said, Gaza girl has said, put it up there. Gaza girl has said, what go on in the world? Yeah, but Gaza, between me and you, I understand what go on in the world, I'm concerned of feeling away because of human beings out there in the world I go through some crazy thing. You know what I mean? But at the same time, Jamaica kind of have my attention away, for two reasons. For one, the undying love of me for my country and my people. You know what I mean? And two, we're still there. We're still there upon the rock. Whole of people upon the rock. 3 million people upon the rock same way. You understand? Marlene, big up yourself. Says you're watching from New York. Big up yourself, Marlene. Marlene, me know you're concerned. Talk to me and ask some question. Right? We need to ask some question. Too much things can't go on in Jamaica at the same time. Come on, something all right. one at the time, me the one that say I wanted some, car, you know, we have, what people might not believe in it, you know, but we have demonic forces, you know. You know what I mean? We're on earth, yeah, we do some things, you know. And I don't want to come tell me about no Jesus and the falling angel and them something, the car. We're talking about the real deal. You know what I mean? Some shape shifter, some people will kind of assume some different identity. You know, if you don't want to call them fallen angel, I found the business, but I know some serious people on planet earth here. You understand? Some serious things are going on here, brother. A whole papitney get tech where we don't even know one to them look a pitney there. We spot them there. You know what I mean? We spot our children there. Whole look a pitney. I just them two they kind of get highlighted, but whole look a pitney missing. When the flaggers them not even know what one. You know, see it. So me not know how one. So we need to participate in a serious situation like this. You know what I mean? Because remember a era ago, even a couple of years ago, one church in Montego Bay, I'm not saying it is the same church. You know, I don't know if it is the same church in newspaper. I'm not saying it is the same church, but we can tell about the incident because the incident was true. There was a church in Montego Bay somewhere down there. I don't know if it's the same church. We did have some problem to police did have to go there and they must say some underage kids was there, were pregnant and all them something, and it creates a little thing, you know, standoff between the police and them. So may I say if I them same one, or the police cannot make them move on to them radar so till it reach to a point when I talk about human sacrifice and them something. You know what I mean? Where some people start to attack some people. You know what I mean? Sarah Diane say fallen angel and some spiritual wickedness. You understand? What about that shooting in Junior Penn, St. Mary? Marlene asked that. 7 people get shot, 3 dead in a Junior Penn, that's a whole little district that's where I come from. You know? So a whole political thing we are going on in Jamaica where, man, no, come like with upon a volcano. And the volcano brew lava down in the belly there. And at any moment now the lava can just explode, you know what I mean? And we have a volcanic eruption in Jamaica. Because the mindset of the people, you know, for some reason, I don't know, the mindset of the people is not right. I don't know what caused it, brethren, but something out there where I do something to the people, and because everybody can just go crazy all of a sudden at the same time. You know what I mean? Kind of impossible for everybody just go crazy at the same time. You understand? So, more know, JD said, we love our country, doesn't matter where we are living outside of Jamaica. She right. God's a girl that say, I wonder if a human sacrifice are going on here. We beg to ask a question. We don't know. Light Blakes I said, there's no falling angel in our outer space nonsense. Just evil people doing evil things daily. They have a great point. But I tell you the truth, so you want to tell me no lie. Between me and you lie. You want to tell me, say, but we are going with brethren, a person who was thinking normally and rationally and so on, and had loving at them heart lied. And all of a sudden, them just start to do them thing to them own flesh and blood, brother. See? Yeah? Talk to me. And listen to this. Here we Edman, I said, Big Stone, police, church, government, and Holy Trinity beat some drums and kill the evil spirits. Revelation time. And that Edman case, he said, it makes sense. You understand? And that him say, Big Stone, police, church, government, and Holy Trinity beat some drums and kill the devil. Spirit, Revelation time. And then here Levine said, no, Mr. Claude, these kind of churches need to lock down. Can I say, a church like that was allowed to go under the radar of the police till it reached to this, you know? Because one person said, me I read another article somewhere, and the person said them frightened, them couldn't believe, because how can a church be firing at the police and the police firing back at a church? No, I smile, but it's not a joke. Me only laugh because my mindset can't fathom the craziness. Where do I go on? The craziness. Because what for craziness are going on? You notice it, and it goes on social media. That's why I have to be careful when I eat, when I drink, when I sleep. Babylon system a freak. I tell you, Anthony B, they don't tell you already. Watch where you eat, watch where you drink, watch where you sleep. Babylon system a freak. Saying? So we know if we start to look within ourselves. And I say, boy, I want one in this country, right? Here JJ say a pastor did sexual abuse a child. A man murder a bank manager in the church. The people are suspect for churches. She right. She right. Man said the school moved now. She right. You understand? So it's really heart-rending to see what going to this beautiful little country. I don't know how we do so. How we do so more than anybody else. So. You know what I mean? How we do down so. Why them just text it on and for the last 40 years, people just disappear and we lose people left, right, and center. I don't know. Me ask a question, Rasta, because some things are going down here. I could hear a lie there, say no. You lie there, say Big Stone. Think about, brother, normal people in the church doing dirty practices until someone spill the beans. I don't believe in Jesus and religious nonsense. More power to you. Yeah, me more quicker to believe in Marcus Garvey and his Imperial Majesty than Jesus. Everybody don't know Sassoon. He's not a Christian man, but me not no Christian, whoever you want worship and consider that to be your God. It's more power to you. I'm just thinking outside of the box when it comes to myself. I could have a guy as a girl, I said. I love the interaction of our man. People are brainwashed. The pastor told him he was dear God. You hear that? Me hear it for true, grand. God's a girl, me hear it for true. Me say the man, I tell the people, them say, I am God. You understand? The man are going to tell the people, say, I am God. And then believe him. Then believe him to a point till them just turn the weapon upon each other. I don't know what I want down there. And is it because somebody, family member get touched or hurt while we hear about it? Is it something that has happened before and has been happening? We don't know, man, take a beer, get away. Set away, set away down a man, take a beer. I'm not telling you, like, set away down there. And it's a beautiful place. We grew up in a Montego Bay. I used to live at Fosdick Road, off Barnett Street. You see it in the 70s. The time you have tribal war go on. And Fosdick Road, the road will lead you to the market. So me live at number 3 right across the place where they make patty. Wind. The man, the name is a Wind. And they make some patty across the place. And we did it. Poverty while we did it still because our father did poor and we couldn't afford to live up in a Rosemount. We live on Sarspin Road, where we just come from country. Yeah, in a tenement yard. It's Jice tenement. Jice down a tenement yard pan Sarspin Road. Right at the 4-way there before we reach Rosemount Crossing there. After you pass Rosemount Crossing, I come up from Dermot. We used to live on one tenement yard on the left hand side. We used to walk from there to go to Albion School. Right? Because Albion Primary School, may not go down there. That's why we know a man like Delroy Day. Big up yourself, Delroy Day. We went to school together. But we just show you the things that we are going on. Kenny Brown said, boy, he's another David Koresh. And I try to tell us to remember Waco, Texas. Let me see what the fan base I say. We're living in a lawless society. Hope you're feeling well. More blessing to you, my brother. Burning it, George, yes. Big up yourself. Enough love, burning it. I'm feeling a whole lot better. That's why I'm able to sit on this podium and talk to all of you and thank all of you for the support that you have given me when I was feeling under the weather. I'm not fully 100% yet, but I'm getting there. But The way things are happening in Jamaica, boy, I have to come back on the battlefield, you know, and join the people. Here regards, I consider myself a liberal. However, I don't think we have to accept just about everything, and that's where we are headed. That's it's a beautiful statement because she says she's a liberal, but you can't just force anything and everything down upon the people. Not at all a work like that, not even religion. And no wonder all the churches still find themselves under the radar for so long with them type of activity they are going. You know what I mean? And they ask a question about what going on in a St. Thomas. See it. How did Davy and Brian manage to escape the police one? They never have no dog. How the dog system come sure if the police them in a New York go on a scene and them know say I'll kidnap people involved and them thing there. Them now left the dog them. And I tell you the truth, when them look at them dog then whether you can't outrun them dog there. So I say, oh, they never apply the dog when them find Felisa. Oh, they never look at the dog. Oh, they make him escape. You know what I mean? Like Blake, I say a little country like Jamaica having more churches per square mile than any other country in the world will fight against each other just to get followers. Even things are practiced to get followers. You know, like Blake, I say? They're coming to terrible. The man say a little country like Jamaica having more church because the Guinness Book of Records, Jamaica have more church and bar per square mile than anywhere on the planet Earth. So all them kind of evilness are permeate from the island. We know there's some serious slave down here. You know what I mean? Thank you, Lyde. Lyde, I said, boy, I hope me feel better soon and so. JD, I said, boy, them letting everybody in Jamaica and it has changed our country. A great point, but guess what? It's not just a physical body them letting, Them letting certain culture and certain mindset. And from certain culture and certain mindset, mix up with the culture and the mindset where we have. Like, for instance, look on them cowboy movie there. Fistful of dollars, a few dollars more. Death Rider horse. You know what I mean? Them Wolper Western movie there. I know the Winchester rifle still a ringing on me ears. Music just love hear the sound of the Winchester rifle. Bing! I'm hitting on my ears. So subliminally, all them sound when the music in the movie. If you're not a strong-willed person like I and I, who knows I will never get in a way wherein my mind can be captivated and you can manipulate me to do some bullshit. You know what I mean? But them love have to go and start from them days there. The spaghetti western, them when the music introduced in every little theater in Jamaica. You understand? And when them kind of thing they get level in Jamaica, seeing when them type of what you call it, movie there, and them look a young youth there and see it them become American, them say, blow, I want a gun. Me see youth use a bicycle, sprocket, cheer them aluminum chairs, sprocket, and make gun and them thing there. There's some youth in the community them no need to get no gun from the foreign, them can make a one pop and it shoot people. And when it fire, terrible. See it. And them look at thing they are going. Let me hear what Lana Ricketts has said. This comes from broken home and dysfunctional child. Good point that again. Children having children. Parents not spending enough time with their children. High cost of living is one thing to some parents have left all them pitting with some people for go also. And the people, when they left them people they wait for go also. At the wrong set of people you left you pitting them with. Big man thing man tell her, at the wrong set of people. You understand? At the wrong set of people you love. You understand? Bernadette, yes, she said. Bernadette, I said we are going through the same thing in Trinidad as well. It's very sad. The same thing are going in the whole Caribbean, Guyana, Trinidad, Barbados. Some barbaric thing are going on. So we don't know if them just come across the Caribbean and the sweep a thing on people. but their mindset, them can't think straight. No love, no dead. If you look on a person and say, I love you, them look on you like a madman. No, man, tell you straight up. If you walk down and them say, well, yeah, something wrong. You know, you can't look on your brethren and say, yo, my brother, I love you, my brethren. Love the Irasta. You know what I mean? Love how they excel and so on. For a man who want hurt you, might say, boy, you're a fish and anything there. So at them little thing they are going, it's set away. You know, it's set away. You know, it's set away. You know what I mean? Because when you really look upon it, you know, this youth here will take with this little 9-year-old girl. We're not 100% sure. So him take with the 13-year-old one and speculate. The police don't come out and say definitively yes, say yes, I him, you know. So we have to look for him seriously, you know. But we can't be narrow-minded about the whole thing. We can't be narrow-minded about the whole thing. We have to look for him. Huh? Here is Sarah said. She said the village no longer raises a child and the church is no longer what it used to be. 100. She did on again, Sarah. You're right. You're right. You know, Gaza ball out, no love, no there again. None. See there? And that she said. You understand? Gaza girl said, no love, no there again. We reach a point in Jamaica that boy. We just eat to one another, so brother. For no reason, we just get up and family too, you know, man, talk about blood, you know. Blood family, brethren, and them just get up, brother, and them just bad mind and corrupt him. I know where it come from. Which storm blew it come at Jamaica. Because when I little youth, brother, I love my brethren, them achievement. And nobody tell me about poverty. Because some of the youth, them boy fire some of the biggest gun. Enough money for them gun there. I mean, I talk about, I know nobody give them youth them gun there. Them have the money, them can afford to buy them gun there. You see. Here what JJ said. So many high power magazine in Jamaica. 8 years always been there, so I think it's coming through the wharf. Who are sharing our wharf? You see what I want? See all them question, important question. You know what I mean? We have to ask, we don't know the answer for them, which we did. But what I want this program to do by the time I get through it is that we become more open, we become more aware. We put ourselves in a situation where we start to think more. Don't just let somebody feed us with one set of information and you don't do some research. We're in a technological age right now where you understand? You understand? Gaza is sending out a condolence. It says, soft Ed. Dunkirk, earth over your fasting. Or Gaza. See it? There's so much people dying. There's so much people dying in this country. You know, every minute you turn. The last time I checked, we gone over 1,111. That's about last week. We're supposed to go and wholly past that now. The man had 3 dead last night, you know. Alone. You know. So a whole thing I go on, brother. I don't know what I want, but it's set away, man. It's set away, brethren. It's set away, and more and Jamaicans are over abroad. We don't have no family members, them down here. Start think for some of them, because some of them come like them out. I saw them stay. I got you. Like donkey with blinders. All them see straight eye, them don't know what I want to the right, them don't know what I want to the right. First thing, them don't know what I want behind them. See? So we have to start thinking. I just start me and try to tell a whole part of Jamaica. We not think. Some people just get up someday and just do something and they don't think. They don't think of the consequences. You know? Like for instance, me a 64, me a big man. And we have a whole heap of elders in Jamaica. And we know if the elders them that really serious and grab a youth and be a role model for a youth and inspire a youth. things will be a little better. I mean, I was say to change the whole thing, but things will be a little better. Because much of the youth, when you say, oh, they're going on them thing, no father figure no there the yard. Them not no father for tell them, say, yo, son, jail is like that. The morgue is like that. And mama deal with it. And mama alone I deal with it. And she have to struggle to send him go to school. And mama alone I deal with it. In their minding business, I get another girl pregnant. So no real father no there the yard. And then when the mother do bring in a man in the house, and she don't have a little 12, 13-year-old little girl, dog eat all a little girl itself. Because sometimes the parents them know what go on. They know, but them know, so boy, me tell the police, or me even say nothing about that, it'll go stop the rent from being paid, and me now work right now. And even she go even go to school. Some other thing like that, or some other possible as about them fear for them life. You understand? Yeah. That's how a whole heap of little kids them get molested. Right? Make you rely that upon this now. Hold on there. No, hold on, make you lie there. Or see it up yourself. Yeah, man, I find it. Light said, realism check. Societies filled with lodges, secret societies, open societies with secrets, and the church is in the middle of it all. Think about the Roman Catholic Church and little boys. Well, that's not even a secret. That is not even up for debate. It came out publicly with the Pope, I think, apologized for some clergymen. It happened one time in a Montego Bay when a man come in and molested two little girl, 14-year-old girl, and the DNA evidence was there to tie him that he sexually assaulted these little girls and them let him go. Remember, he was admonished and discharged. And he left a free man, where you and I know that DNA evidence, once a DNA evidence put you at a crime scene, you don't know how you'll get through to beat that case there. Because DNA evidence is 99.99999. A point little bit that will say, I know you. You understand? So we don't know what going on. We don't know what going on. I could hear what Patrina Gilbert said. She said the kids need to go fund for school. That is something so they can go higher learning. Oh, let me want to see if me understand what I say. Where I say we need a GoFundMe for the kids in a school, or you need them to be upfront and be able to learn instead of just this laptop thing and online learning and school. We want to know what really I say. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's a typo on them thing there. So text back something, Patrina, make me understand your statement fully. Because I don't understand that statement. Yeah. Yeah, man, as we are reason with us, I said, there's a terrible breakdown in the family. And I said the elders, them could have did do a much better job. And then one day I reason with some elders, and then I ask them, I say, how come the elders them not paying no mind upon the little youth them? How come the elders them I just stand so back so and watch the little youth them around the place red? How I go on? A couple of elders said to me, well, boy, big stone between me and you. Some dangerous youth them out the road there, brother. Some of them youth there can't talk to them, Yeah, I tell a big stone, the man I said some of them youth there, you can't talk to them youth, because if you talk to them youth, they're gonna get shot. And rightly so. We have some of them out there like that. But guess what? It's to me love my country and love my community. I'm one of the best for my community. I'm one of the best for the youth them too. Not a chance it's a chance that I'm willing to take. It's a chance that I'm willing to reason with a youth, and careful how you approach him, because you have to assess him, Some of them is irredeemable. Forget that. Them one them not tell if you go risk. But you can reason. All the one them look irredeemable, them have a heart beating of them chest, And it all depends on how you approach them youth there, You see, because some of them are man from before them born. So when them reach out 10, 12, 13, you can't talk to them like a little boy. Because they might have $5,000 US in them pocket and they might have keys to a car. Them foot can't even reach a pedal yet. But that's some of the youth them all upon the North Coast, them rich. Them a whole heap of money. And that's why some of the strap them where I buy. Remember, I said them not forgot to Dan ask some man for nothing. The man make them own money. I see it. And that's why the elders them afraid for reason with some of the youth them, because the youth them not take no talk. They make ego become the best of them. And because they make ego become the best of them, what really happens is that a whole of them become egotistical. And the egotistical one, them just join together. And can you imagine if we have a bunch of egotistical youth band together where every man are on the same frame of mind, every man have the same mindset? Can you imagine? Wagwan? Eh? Serious things are going on. See? And that's why we take this opportunity and for sitting and a reason, because we know so we can risk it and talk to some of the youth them. Enough of the youth them are under peer pressure. Enough of them as a man in light, you see them with a little plastic cup with something that will look like pee. And alcohol in it, of course, and them have a pan them corner and them out, and I saw them a twirl it, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, You see it. You understand? Trust me. You know what I mean? In spite of everything, burning it, George, I said this. In spite of everything, I love my African people. We don't know our history. That is the reason why we don't have love for each other. Great point again. The Honorable Marcus Garvey say a race of people don't know their roots, their culture, their beginning, their origin. They're like a tree without roots. You don't know who you is your last. It's like an English speaking person find themselves in a China where pure Chinese language is written. You lost it. You want a bottle of Pepsi and there's a bottle of pie, it's not your order. Can you not speak the language? So we need to get old-fashioned again. We need to get old-fashioned. We need to get back to, we have to be our brother's keeper. Takes a village to raise a child. My feel said, that's the way I have to go with it. Yeah, man. And that's the way I have to go with it, brethren. We have to go this with it. You see, if we not go this with it, trust me, brethren, the whole place is going to mash up in the air. Me there up on the ground. And when you have some good youth, when you're egotistical, because you have some good youth out there, when you're on a whole part ego, but then peer pressure come down upon him because him a try to live straight and I carry himself certain. But when him look to the right, appear distraction. When him look to the left, appear distraction. So him just fit in. Because now the proper role model, no big brother, no there to look out for him. And likewise the female them. You know what I mean? Because we have to balance the thing. Mama alone left with the picnic. She have to go to work, so she end up left the picnic with a friend. You know what I mean? Or she end up left the picnic with a new man, because every week she have to change her man, So she probably left all her 12-year-old, 9-year-old, 8-year-old with all a new man which she don't know. That in just have a field trip, So I just them thing the way I talk about to the way I talk about Jamaica and we're not dealing from the political side. Come on, you're not about no government neither. Well, go on, Jeffrey David, big up yourself, man. Long time you to see the place start, Jeffrey. No love, no day there. You know what I mean? No love, no day in the place, man. Big up yourself. Thanks for stopping by the program, You can ask a question to Jeffrey, because guess what? Jamaica belongs to all of us, brother. We need some input from some people. I love how the panel look this morning, all for people. Big up yourself, Screeching Ice. Stamina Shower, go on there. You're up on the live, brethren. Lady June C, Wagwan. Samsung link, where I say. Samsung as a boy, man, appear things all over, but God will do his work when the time comes. Boy, Samsung link, the time we need it more so than ever now. You know, so what I want. I want if you really understand what I want at Jamaica. All right, let me kind of refresh someone on the memory who just are coming from the life can probably yes say the real deal over here. So a long time we not catch big stone in a them situation. We say we have a sitting and reason with the fan base. All right? Because we out there create content and so on. But let me tell you what I want. Let me read it to you again so you can hear it from a certified source. I want you to type in and text in. A member of the Pathway International Restoration of Montego Bay was shot dead by the St. James police during a bizarre incident on Sunday evening. 2 other people have been confirmed dead. That means 3 people dead. Head of the St. James Police Division, SSP Vernon Ellis, reported that members of the group, said to be a cult, were meeting when some were stabbed by other members. Look here, because I said upon that. Hold on there. Head of the St. James Police Division, SSP Vernon Ellis, said, reported that members of the group, said to be a cult group, were meeting when some were stabbed by other members. That means you just sit in a church and the next church member does look at you and say, oh, you look so. And start flinging on some stuff on you. Ellis said the police returned the fire. Hold on, whenever I reach a part there. The police recalled an arrival reported the fire done by the suspect as other member attacked the cops. Now remember, this is a church. Police here gunfire, them are trying good enough to protect the church, worship of them and the church congregation. But when them reaches the church congregation, a fire back shot on them or a fire shot on them. Hedy said the police returned the fire and the suspect that was firing was killed. A pistol and several rounds of ammunition were found. In the camp, say, boy, them have to check it out. Them detain over 40 people. See? Over 40 people. Them detain. You understand? Sadiq Williams, big up, big up, big up, big up. But Sadiq, I ask some question, you know. Sadiq Williams is a prominent Jamaican that runs Real Helping Hand, you know. One of the crowdfunding platform that is rising, and we want to support it as Jamaican if you're having a problem, if you need for help out a loved one, put on a fundraiser or whatever, you can go to realhelpinghand.com, www.realhelpinghand.com, and you can start your crowdfunding over there. So they helped me when I was doing my operation at the Art Institute. So we have to big them up. Sadiq, put in a question. We need to hear from the mind them, the great minds them Wagwan. Fresh down Wagwan, my son. Big up yourself, man. Yeah, man, I could hear it, man. I talk to Big Stone, man, because right now is a day where I spend some time with them, a long time. I don't hear from Big Stone, brethren, 2 minutes out, you know, but me there in full health now, coming forward. You know, I try to lose some weight and I maintain my health, because, you know, health is wealth. But at the same time, we're still concerned about all the island there. The Slim, a long time the pastor there move like him a God. Church all over is free to do whatever. You know, man say, a long time. So, going on there. This line, if a long time him a move like him a God, only stay under the radar, nobody never suspect that. A man just come up and say, I am God. And nobody now, how go on? Screeching nice and say, blood sacrifice. So you want to say them things are going on in Jamaica. So some of the people them and I really Lady June says, I don't think that is a church. It's more like a cult organization. Yeah, but them come under the banner of a church. A church is not the building, you know. A church is the flock that goes to the building. That is the church. So that cult organization is the church. But we have to just get the name, it's a cult church. Bev Dixon said behind bars does not rehabilitate people. This has been going on for a long time. It is just no people seeing what goes on with young children You remember say? Never say behind bars does not rehabilitate people. This has been going on a long time. It is just no people seeing what goes on with young children. Yeah, man. Here with JD, I said, some religion are not afraid to kill any time in the name of their God. True. True. This time, I said, Big Stone, go watch a pastor's video. His name is Kevin Smith. See, people can go check it out. Right there on YouTube, go check it out. So we have them little thing here. I move through the place. I want to pay. We watch a cock while the bung a leak. One must know that, you know. Anybody who have any Jamaican in them must know the thing when them say, when I watch the cock while the bung a leak. Yeah, man, them watch the cock around where they do that. Take the arm, ray. And while we did there, I said, take the ray, the whole thing a spoil round this up. You know, so crime just a spoil. You know, people life becomes like nothing in Jamaica. We become sensitized to crime. A man I go about him business and see a dead body upon the road. Him just step over it and go about him business. It no alarm nobody no more. And I like me when my little boy me see a man dead on the road to blood clean. Me frightened and me can't go to sleep one night. If you see the body, all me I think about is this person will lie down on the ground. 9 second wonder. You understand? And yeah, well, I have to put up that. Yeah, my boy, I say, a boy, them question them one. Yeah, the man said, this Slim said, the bigger concern is how many other churches in Jamaica are like this. You know, man, I said, $1 million question that. How many other churches in Jamaica is like this? And I'm trying to tell him, let me make it clear again as a disclaimer. This is not a program that will come in and burn a person way of how them worship. They are almighty. But when it becomes like that of a cult, it becomes a public domain. And when it becomes where we're hurting our citizens, then in the business when in regards to the thought set there. But I'm not here knocking anybody's denomination and who you want to see as the Almighty and who you want to worship and who you want to pray to. You see what I mean? I don't want nobody believe like about a big stone depend them kind of thing. I'm not an egotistic person. So you're not going to find that around us. See? Yeah, this Jada said we're bringing all type of cancer in our country. No one can control it, only spread. She right. All different type of thing that come at Jamaica. Food too. And as we touch it, the word food, more want to know as Jamaica, I use this platform to tell you now. Start stack up on the food. Start do some farming. If you have a little half acre behind your land, throw some peas, throw some seed in it. Make sure something will spring up. And start putting on the food. I tell you now, food shortage. I go on. I remember one time, this happened maybe about 8 years ago. We are laughing at some man, I laugh, and a man I say, why you think Jamaica will reach to a point where man we use gun come take a pot off of the fire? Yeah, man them use gun come take a pot off. That a go on now. And man not use no gun now. That woman go up one of them KFC place there. And she buy a bucket of chicken and she come out and I walk up the road with a bucket, she and her daughter. A man on a motorcyclist ride and grab a bucket of chicken. So we have to start planting some food rasta. I talk to all the youth and we're like, just up on the name brand this, on the name brand that. Start take back to the mountains and plant some food. That me make you know. Jamaica need food. Food can't too much rasta. Colleen Viola said, I heard the 13-year-old girl that was missing has been found alive in a wooded area 3 miles away from home. Well, if that news is confirmed, like I say, I don't know if it been confirmed, but if that news is true, I want to even announce it on my platform because that's what we hope for. We hope for little Windshay Barrett to be found and taken home. So I'm gonna start scanning through the newspaper to see if there's any breaking news are going out there so we can report it to the fan base. See? Because that would be great news. That's it. That really would be great news. See what I mean? Yeah, man, a true man. See there? Just in. Missing 13-year-old girl Winchie Barrett found alive. This is in the Loop News, so we can jump from the Loop News and read it. Reports are emerging that 13-year-old Winchie Barrett, the other missing girl in St. Thomas, has been found alive. Information reaching Loop News is that Barrett, who went missing in Bath community on Saturday evening, was found in the Springbank area of the parish alive. Last Thursday, 9-year-old Felisa Posea went missing and was believed to have been abducted. She was found by a search team in a makeshift hut in bushes in Arcadia on Saturday afternoon. More details to come. But Springbank, more somebody text me, how far Springbank they from Bath? Because I want to know if I see in person, because the police don't say if I see in person. See me I show now? This a little girl that disappear can be more serial people out there, abductee out there, I believe I just one person, see it. Whole thing are going out, they want to know. It's set away. That's it. Some of us want to big up the Jamaican people who have been praying and searching, and the people who has been on the search for Felisa, find her and then forget about the news and said a little pitney. Seeing has been found and feel good. Yes, I am. So I'm gonna start to send on the messages all about, Unstoppable TV confirming. So that great. Big up, big up. See it. Yeah, man, Unleash Racing, man. Big up, big up. Like I said, we have to start pay attention, but we don't hear no news if them catch the boy yet. And like me, I say, we know it's him. Were clues left there. The police was tight-lipped about the whole thing. We know it's him took this last girl. The police not come out and say it definitively. Say, yeah, Davian. I might not him. And then, guess what? You see, for him, it's set away 2-way. And it's terrible 2-way. I'm going to show you how terrible it is. You see, for Davy and Brian, take away that second little girl here, and thank God we find her back. And then take her away not even 1 hour after them find the first girl. It tells me, say, boy, this is a serious brother. So all of the resources them should be out there in trying to find this brother, because it tells us that him brave, him brazen. Yeah, man, we can talk now, man, like how the little girl has been found. Yeah, man, it tells us that this brother here is brazen. And if we don't catch him the third time, we might not be so lucky to find our children alive. Maybe he may just take him and him is not really a killer, so to speak. And when the citizens them turn on the eat upon him, in panic and leave a little girl, which is good. Because some of them, if they were wacky like that and had the mindset to do, they would have done it already. So we give thanks, but we want to know, say them older brother here quick. And just don't put it in your head, say, I just him. You can't have accomplice. You can't have some people with a car. Maybe them are go around and just a group up some little kids. We don't know. Human trafficking, they're all about the place, brother. We don't know. I hope our little pitney them disappear when no alarm not making up. I know them people believe say them father take them. And them father now have nothing through the communication system. See, like Blake said, Andrew Onis has put it on his Facebook platform. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like Blake has said, boy, I'm sick. And that may I tell you, there's something wrong with him. So a youth like this, we would even try to kill him. Would I try? Like America really hurt them people who do them idiots crime there, No, man. One thing with America, once them find out say a man wacky up in his head, them not try to hurt him. No, they want to make him into a study. We want to find out what is the mindset. You understand? What is the mindset? What is the mindset? You understand? What is the mindset of this brethren now? Who is he working for? Is he working for an organization? Is this human trafficking? Is it organ harvesting? We don't know. We want to know. So if you just catch him and put on jungle justice upon him and we don't know him true intent and him purpose. Now go serve we no good. Because guess what? Him is just the tip of the iceberg. The whole big iceberg buried underneath the blouse and skirt water. So we don't know what go on. You understand me? So we need to hold on upon a brother and find out the truth behind the whole thing. How come you was able to elude the police? Who helped you? You reckon with a second? How you go? Were you paid? You know what I mean? What were you going to do with these little girls? You know? I'm going to know what happened to the first girl yet. We're still in limbo. The police never come out and tell me that she was molested or anything. So we want to know the mindset that a brother have. You know what I mean? We want to know the mindset that a brother. We know the mindset stays same like little children. We know the mindset say him we take woman by gunpoint. We know that. We know it's a serious youth. But we have to just look in at it too. You know? In the United States of America, you have some police where kind of sit down and just troop on him pattern and just go right to pick him up. Because the more method of an operation they call modus operandi. Seeing his modus operandi fit certain thing and then police can sit in and within 24 hours to 48 hours them can come up with a profile and say, hey, you know, say the brother, him love eat patty. Yeah, man, and him have to go to the river. And the brother have to do this, have to do that. And then just set up a thing and catch him easy. You understand? Yeah, this thing we have say correction. Talk to me, my boy. Yeah, man. You understand? If they can't, them, you see, you can't just catch a man, but it's something idiot and execute him. Because you're not going to know the truth. When you execute him, the truth gone with him. And sometimes him is just a small part, a small fraction of the whole thing. So when the field say it come like a crab, you go to bomb and pop off a crab. Claw. After a while, you grow it back, you know. You pop off a foot. After a while, you grow it back. So we want the whole crab with all the foot them and the paw them and the pinchers them and everything. Yeah, man. You can't do that, because what you see when you hurt them people, you not gonna get nothing, brother. That's what America is all about, Lyd. America is all about making sure this doesn't happen again. Because we can see the sign, we can see the painting on the wall. You build up a profile so that you can catch these guys quicker. That's how these detectives operate. And then you can come up with preventive measures where you teach in school. There's certain signs that we can recognize before anything happen. You know, as America do it, you know. America have certain signs and certain things when them recognize out of the thing, and them can say, oh, you know, say, in pattern move that way there, so yeah, that way, and that way, and that way. Even in the same cult in a church thing too. Remember David Koresh and Waco, Texas, down there. You understand? Them still, you know, them would want to study him, but him they get messed up in the whole thing. But them would want to study him. Yeah. But yeah, what JD I said, and it's a very good point, man, if I put this on the screen. We don't really want them to turn on to the molestation just for the child's school friends to tease them. Very good point. That's a very, very good point. Maybe that's why we don't hear anything and it's none of our business really. Let the police do their work. Yeah, because remember saying them face and name is become public now and everybody know who them two little pitting days, you know. So we say them were rape or molested or so and so, you know. It can cause more trauma upon the kid. If you know so why everybody knows say that happened to her. You know so what people want to know if him really do the picking them anything really. You understand? Me understand that part there too. You understand? You know what I mean? A virgin I say, the Slim I say Davian coming like the white dude that killed his girlfriend and I know them can't catch him. Yeah, man, I play a game, man, become elusive. And most of them people, you know, like I tell you, you know, some very intelligent people, them too, you know. Them people will do them type of crime, you know, brother. Some intelligent people, I don't know, fool people, you know. Because for him, commit the first one. If I him, I'm going to keep saying that, if I him commit the first one and go back, commit the second one and manage to elude the police for over a week now, I'm a fair think. I'm going to big up the shopkeeper them in the arcade there. Because me say the shopkeeper them and the people them who observe the money I buy cookies and I buy sweetie and you know the way there? Cheese chicks and them blouse and skirt there. You know, the people spot them and say, wait, who that? Yeah, I don't buy them little kids thing, they're big man like that. That them, you know, I said I'm get to rescue the first girl. I see it. But me want if I work with an accomplice, brother. You understand me? I want to know them things. That's why all them things are important. So we know, is this man working with an accomplice? Samsung Link say, you will hear, you'll see what is what. In time I come, soon link, soon look and see. Yeah. But that's why them catching period, yeah, man. But that's why the parish of St. Thomas can say, well, at least we get rid of one. But we have some more of them down here. Hide. But them all about the place, them all over the island. We do a report the other day and I said, some part of Jamaica, come like them breed them type of people there. Certain type of people come from certain areas. You know what I mean? Mostly. Them come from all over Jamaica, but the certain areas feel it the most. You know, so we give thanks again for announcing the fact that the little girl has been found, the 13-year-old girl, you know what I mean? Winshay Barrett has been found alive. And we give God, we give the Almighty praise, you know, because we couldn't take no sad news. So, you know, but just we're going on a man to be, you know, still up on the front page. Because even though the thing we're going to St. Thomas serious, we can bring a side of relief upon that down there. But what going on Mobay? What going on Mobay? And not normal church a fire gunshot from police. A group of people sit down in a organization and all of a sudden them just turn upon them one another and start cut up them one another. So, yeah. You remember Jim Jones, a Guyana? It kind of remind me of the Jim Jones, a Guyana thing. With the Kool-Aid thing, they want to mix up the Kool-Aid and poison it and tell the people themselves. You know what I mean? Evan Gates is there. And I'm following him and just consume it. Hundreds of people lost their lives in Guyana. It was all over the news. You know. Guess a lot of people might not know who the culprit is, but you know, we heard of him. Jim Jones is his name. And you know, say Jamaica used to get cable as if I'm cable reach at Jamaica. Me know so Jamaica never ready for cable yet. Now tell the truth. You never see what happened the other day when WhatsApp go down and Facebook and Instagram. Yo, some people almost go mad down there. That's how them have them gadgets are. Them gadgets are, them have them gadgets are what some people mind. You see it. One on the brother asked some question and the brother. Diesling, Big Stone, back to the church in Mobay. Based on what is being said so far, do you think the church has anything to do with the murders that's happening in Mobay? You think people are being paid to kill people? Big question that in a bar. More hear some people coming at the comment section, brethren. They want a big. Yeah, because at the rate of people that drop like fly, brother. Anything possible. You see it? Yeah. Like because about a Big Stone talk today is like a lecture. Very good discourse. I've learned many things from this interaction line online today. But we give thanks, man. That's what we is. We were never egotistical in our life. No, man, yo, that's why Big Son of black on certain things. You know, so no can't come over. Remember, say a long time with the on YouTube, what for people know. Big Son are one of the first set of bloggers them from Jamaica, Me up on YouTube over 10 years now, The 17th of April, 2010. Big Stone up on YouTube, You understand? A long time that, that I went selfish as shingles, You see it? So me up on YouTube long time. Me have close to 40,000 subscribers. I can't run down the subscription thing where you have some people, you have some bloggers, they open their mouth. You don't even know what I'm talking about. And I'm say, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the this button, subscribe to my channel. And you don't even know if them full of shit or what. Right? And the other day, me and Nesbitt are reason, man, so Big Stone, everybody I do it, So do it. But me really not really ask for people for subscribers. That. If you don't love the program, I love what Big Stone I deal with. Me believe say you're not supposed to subscribe. But then I say, Nesbitt, I say, Big Stone, some of the time them not member, so you have to remind them. So that's how you see me I do it now. Me I say on the subscribe. I better all on the panel and not subscribe. Because go up, all right. See if you don't want to see Big Stone hold a live show, because remember, the Almighty give us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, And when we are come on with platform, we come on the platform well equipped with knowledge. When I come on the platform, come talk one bag of garbage and run with some little fake news, and next thing you know, forget some ratings and some credit like some people. Big Stone do that. We impart knowledge, round us up. You know what I mean? So that's why Light Blake said that. Let me hear a Margaret Clunis now. See, I'm a long time fan. Margaret, what go on there? Yeah, man, Margaret Clunis says someone like that will not have a large amount of money with them. Are they checking it if he's using the cash point card? If not, he must be getting money from somewhere. What are you talking about, Margaret? You're talking about the abductor? Because remember, big up like thanks for the subscription. We attack the abductor, because yes, someone like that will not have a large amount of money with them as they are checking if he's using the cat. No, remember say I bush him and go through, man. What kind of cash? I said, Thomas, we are talking about, Margarita. And I bush him there and I go through point A and I go past some river where alligator there and them thing there. Glenda Smith, big up. Glenda Smith, I said, good afternoon, Big Stone. Are they sure is the same person? Then that may I try to tell you? That may I try to tell you, here to come say, Keita said the parts have been speaking out against Andrew and the vaccine. But I mean, they want to call her name, the many more are going to die. Oh, really? I mean, I know nothing about that, See what I mean? I don't know him there do that. I mean, I read that in the press. Very well could be saying that. We don't know. You know what I mean? We don't know. So I put a disclaimer upon that, so we really don't know. But it's, word in the streets, people are talking. That's what I mean, kid. People are talking. Me say when I'm asking man, who he is or whatever, go on. The man I say, my God. You know what I mean? Big up Garfield. Big Stone, I like your objectivity. Yes, I am. Oh, Margaret, I say, no, Margaret, man, the abductor can't have no cash point card, Margaret. Margaret, I same time as we are talking about, and Kingston in there move from point A to point B, where a man can go to bottom with a thing in an ATM and get some money and move and so on. No. You mean at the bush, you can't use no cash point card. You understand? See? Yeah, man. You see, we try to come with the truth to the people, because them say the truth shall set you free. You know what I mean? And we do all the work on YouTube. We have over 4,500. The only thing vlogger them have videos like me. Going on my archive, I have almost 5,000 video. Pian video them neither. Some real video in it. Seeing with some good lessons and culture and whole of truth. Speaking of them video there. Yeah, she said, Margaret, say again, do not really know St. Thomas. So she says someone is helping him. But don't say that all along. You know, we don't say that all along. Say somebody have to be helping this guy. You know, Glenda Smith says so sad what's happening in Jamaica. You know what I mean? So when you really look on them thing there and look on what go on in this country, it hurts. Man, I tell you a lie, it really hurts to find out, say, you can go to your bed and wake up, say, a church in a shootout with the police. Just a sound alone doesn't sound good. Set away. A church in a shootout with the police. How that sound? You know what I mean? So I just with the brother. Things set away. I'm not telling you the things set away in Jamaica. And if we don't wake up and start look on each other. Because guess what? You see, as far as Big Stone is concerned, I will still give people the benefit of the doubt, you know, because the Almighty give me the ability to feel the presence of evil. You know what I mean? Because sometimes them come good, you know. Them come out, them sheep, but them a wolf. But the Almighty give us the ability to feel the presence of good, great people. Because good, great people still live out. You understand me? So that's why we reason with the item today and I show the item say, great people still there at Jamaica. Don't give up on this country and everybody turns up. And everybody stays so at all. Yeah, man. And everybody stay like Croft, man. And some nice people there at Jamaica. And some nice people there find a way on the place to fix up the place for come home. You see it? Whole of people have them dirty money up there want come home, come enjoy Jamaica, because Jamaica nice. We just have to start planting some food now, because we don't know where them are come with. But Jamaica nice. Look here what Beverly Clark has said. Look here what Beverly has said. Neighborhood watch effective. We're living in the last days. False prophets misleading people. No lie. She said, Matthew 24, chapter so and so. We're seeing the prophecy coming true. Jehovah God is the Almighty. You know what I mean? Z said, Jamaican, open up your eyes. Something is not right. Was he giving out too much? Was he giving out too much information? You know what I mean? And John Morrison said, boy, John Morrison said, you John I said, Jamaicans too gullible. John I said, no, Jamaicans too good. And you hear him say again now? Here Glenda said, people worshiping the devil. He has his demon to do his work. John Morrison said, right now, it looked like we are in a spell. Messiah said, Jamaica is nice from Miami with love. Boy, we know said nice, but we just have a few people. Messiah, just a few people who have to clean up down here, man. But you see that statement there? I'm going to put it up on the screen. I want to think seriously about it. Some things are going on at Jamaica, right? It can't be a normal mind. I do them something. It's impossible. Some things happen in Jamaica, well, it's unbelievable. It's all out of horror story you hear them thing there. Only remember when the brethren start from Crossroad, from downtown to Alfred Tree and chop up how much madman kill them. Remember that? Remember that? That's frightening. A man just look. A man can't have it so cold in their mouth to see some people who down on them luck. I try to catch a shut eye. Them never have a proper bed, so them up on the cold concrete. So life has dealt them so many dangerous blows. And them up on the concrete asleep. And you just come from out of nowhere. And what's a bam? Yeah? Tell me, say, some serious thing now going on at Jamaica. You know? Hear this. Bassa said the police is not telling the people in the truth. Well, if you know something else, Bassa, come up with it now. Share to do, you know. Share to do. Want no phone to take, brethren. Because the $1 million question I said. Hear this again. JJ said the local people are being depressed by the Jamaica system. Them stressed out and angry. So them turn on themselves. Pure destruction until changes come. You hear that? You hear that? Let me read it again. What JJ said. The local people are being oppressed by the Jamaican system and them stressed out and angry. So them turn on themselves. Pure destruction. That means a self-destruction. Let me not see it, man. Self-destruction. You two them go to school together and I eat out of the same pot together and play the same marble game together. And them a turn the gun upon them one another. Self-destruction. That's something not right. Wanna think Jamaica, wanna think. You know, so we can't say it on this, you know. Me can't come out and say it, you know. But more uno. Say it in the comment section, the brethren. The youth them brain is being pressured. You come and say them have them youth them brain in a pressure cooker. You see it. You see it. Rugged disciple, big up yourself. Right? Rugged discipline, big up yourself. Right? Yeah, Lexus Banner said, judge a poor people. Know thyself, know thyself. Judge a poor people. See you la. Lexus Band, big up yourself, my brother. But it's set away. Yeah, man, it's set away, it's set away. It's set away. I tell you. It's set away. Today are heroes there and I wonder what the hero them I say. Well, Paul Bogle will risk his life for the people in St. Thomas, what I say about what going in St. Thomas. But Sam Sharp, who say I'd rather die on the gallows than live the life of a slave. On the way, him I say. But Nani I say, who fought the British for over 70 years, 80 years, and win. To see the legacy we she left and how we deal with it. I wonder what Marcus Garvey say. Him cubs them we run around. I wonder where him say. You know, as we celebrate our heroes today, you know, we're bombarded with just destructive news. When we should have said to ourselves, say, well, the one bedroom where we heroes them did build 1865 or 90 no longer, whatever, and so on. Make we start to add on some other apartment on it. See if we can complete the mansion, the vision that he had or they had in mind. You know, see nobody move towards that. Dear John Marcy, I said, let me put up what John I said, brother. John said, my heart a bleed rasta. Let me see what I want. Right now, the relevant authority not focusing on the right thing. Notice where them are focused on. But I can't even say it 100%. Yeah? Here Margaret I said, there's a lack of self-love. Also a lack of people who are mentally unstable. A lot of people are mentally unstable. Screeching as about the hero them shame. There's no more shame, man. When I add pan one room, brethren, them build a one room all long. When I see a mansion I go up. When I see a mansion, when I see a futuristic Sam Sharp and a futuristic Paul Bogle and a futuristic Marcus Garvey. Them there, you know. No feel the way them there Jamaica. Enough of them, but them just a walk around so like zombie, brother. With them I lockdown. Because most of them are, you know. All them time of days, all of them drunk, you know. The man that drunk in stupor, you know. You know, them not even smoke the right herb. The right herb, the right strain. We make reggae music what it is in the 70s. The right strain of herb did float them time, you know. Now some different strain of float will have the youth them, I think, a certain way I am. I'm have to tell the truth. You see it. Michael Morris said, hear this? And this, so I'm going to put this up. The sheep have been scattered and the wolves and the lepers are roaming the land of Jamaica, devouring our life. You hear that? Michael Morris said, the sheep have been scattered And the wolves and leopards are roaming the land of Jamaica, devouring our life. Blood cleat. Where that come from, brother? What a powerful statement. Oh, you gotta dig up that one, Michael. Michael, the sheep, them scattered. You know, that's why today, heroes there. See, we're under lockdown, right? Today, heroes there. The heroes, them, can I say, if we don't respect the ancestors, them, the one that will pave the way for I and I, if we don't respect them and immortalize them. See, they think them all respect you? Eh? Get back to yourself, you. Do not forget back to yourself. Get back to an African spirituality. A serious thing I want. A serious thing. The sheep have been scattered, and the wolves and the leopards are roaming the land of Jamaica, devouring our life. Eh? Rugged discipline as about this pastor vibes are really strange. Eh? Bassa say boy Jamaican government not helping the people them. Then speak out, no brother. The people them can talk out, you know, man. Can't remember the people them at the government them, you know. People don't realize how our government. So really the people them in the brethren have to speak out and I say, all right, boy, we enough is enough. We can't take that. Just have to get back to normal and so on and so on and so forth. You know? Because the whole Jamaican are normal, abnormal right now. I never see Jamaica like this. Me one of my brethren a reasons man and one said blood cleat. My name up on the same age group. And the man I said, blood cleat, big stone between me and you. You know, so I never know. So I live to see Jamaica. I move like this. That the virgin said to me, you know. And I said, you know, so I true the brother talk. But we were Johnny Johnson, I said. We were Johnny Johnson, I said, Rasta, because some serious thing are going on. John Morris, I said, boy, I have to talk in a Rasta. Why you think Paul Bogle did have to march from Morn Bay to Stony Cut? You think it was a fun walk? John Morris said, boy, I have to talk in a Rasta. Why you think Paul Bogle did have to march from Morn Bay to Stony Cut? You think it was a fun walk? No, it was not fun walk, brother. Yeah? Look at here, you know, my brother, you know. Johnny Johnson, what going there? He said, Peter just stated all church, denomination, or segregation, red. Business, pure niceness, Big Stone. We rate your work, Catholic attitude and gratitude. Yeah, man, we give thanks, you know, man, like, you know, Big Stone is a people person, you know, brother. Love people. I love my Jamaican country. I love my Jamaican people. I love my Jamaican food. I love my Jamaican everything, brother. So you see, that's why we have to go up and be on the call of duty. See, to do what must be done. Remember, John F. Kennedy did say, ask what your country can do. Ask not what your country can do for you, you know, or what you can do for your country, you know. So it's the same thing I do. And I ask what Jamaica can do for me. See, I want do for my country. I want when I drop flesh, right, I become a generational legacy. So that my children can say, hey, there was once a man. Them call him Big Stone. See? But play a film little part. Because when I go like say we are God, you know. No, like the man take a bit. We just do our little thing, brethren. And if every Jamaican put in them little thing. See? Like we have that kind of conversation now. See? We can put in little thing. Like me have to start talk to, you know, him twice a week, you know. And bring some truth to the light, you know. Because I observe and I keep back and see everybody I go live and you have some vloggers that do a great job, like Unstoppable TV. Me big up Unstoppable. I love all the little youth they move and I love on channel and grow. So Unstoppable TV, big up yourself. Big Stone said that. See, we have to lead by example, you know. My brethren, Wayne Lonesome again. Big up yourself, Wayne. Wolf Work, Wayne Lonesome I put in. Warwick Hill TV. Big up yourself, Warwick Hill. You know what I mean? We love all the work where you are put in. See? The struggle is hard, but just continue doing it. Seeing, be careful of the topics that you touch because you want to maintain your channel. Seeing, so you keep your language certain way. You understand? But, you know, 'cause this format that we have, you know, brother, it's a very powerful format that we're on, social media. See, a lot of people don't understand how powerful this is. Here I am on my veranda, and I'm speaking to the universe. I'm speaking to people all over the world, in New York, in England, in Canada, you know, in Africa. People all over the world seeing Big Stone in real time. And they can actually send me a message and I can read that in real time. Yes, I understand? Because whole part thing are coming in. We need truth and right, justice for the sovereign nation. But until then, we all need to repent and organize ourselves under a banner of love. We feel the most high. Let me read that one again. You ever scrutinize, I say, we need truth and rights, justice for the sovereign nation. But until then, we all need to repent and organize ourselves under a banner of love. We feel the most high. His Imperial Majesty still a long time, so we must organize and centralize. But are we doing it? You know what I mean? Are we doing it? Z said, we're in the time of Jacob trouble. I was about to return home, but I have no idea what to do. Come on, come home, Z. I mean, you have no idea what to do. Yeah? What are you talking about? Yeah? Yeah. Stamina Shah said, big party I put in. Sir P, I do a good job. Them channel, that super channel, them channel. You know what I mean? Sir P have him agenda and doing a remarkable job. Very intelligent, very articulate blogger. You know what I mean? Very, very, very intelligent. You know, and I like his way of coming across, of putting it sometimes for the average minded people can see it. Because sometimes we so highfalutin, we here and we are blog and we use some big words, and when some blogger read out some big words, they themselves don't understand the meaning of these words. But they say, oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and then them say it and you just go right over the average citizen mind. But Sir P and them and they can break it down to you know, pinhead. So even the fool can't miss it. You know, Bassa said, the young Jamaican them don't care about their history. They want to live the American lifestyle. Yeah, Bassa, I can't put up my number upon the air, but you can send me an email with your number at bigstone1000 at mail.com. Just send it to this email, right? Send me a message. Yeah, man. And put it, I'm make sure you put it in common letters. Bigstone1000 at mail. Yeah? Write it wrong. Bigstone1000 at mail. Hold on there. Let me write it right. You know what I mean? Write it right so you can get it right. Yeah, man, them kind of discussion we're gonna start from now on with my fan base. Cause my mindset powerful like that. John Morris says a big stone, you're there for a purpose. We are sitting on a volcano now in Jamaica. The people in back, dip on the wall. Attack more and talk, but the cup full. You think the authority love the work we are do? You know them don't love the work we are do, but as long as the people them love the work we are do. So we give thanks, John Morris, as long as we have the support of the people. You know what I mean? Because you know, today our heroes there. And you know, Paul Bogle wasn't a selfless man. Paul Bogle was rich. Paul Bogle never have to do what him do. I hope people, I wonder if Jamaica really understand. We heroes them. Do they really understand who the hell is Nanny? This little woman will come from Ghana. This African woman will left all the way from Ghana come to Jamaica. Who is this woman? Them read some little fool thing when them write on the thing, but they don't really understand who she is. Whole of them live in a Portland and never get a chance to go up there go check out which part she actually based and some of the greatness that she have done. for this country and for black people in general. Enough people don't know nothing about the heroism and they're not being taught. You know what I tell you? They're not being taught, brethren. They're not being taught. Anybody want to link up with Big Stone? It's Big Stone 1000 at me and Lanka. They're not being taught. Omar Williams want to ask, what is this forum? What is this forum about, guys? Well, Omar Williams, this forum is about Jamaica. This forum is about everything that is happening in Jamaica. And we're talking about everything that is bad. Because there's nothing good to report this morning when we hear the church and state of fight. You understand? You understand? Okay, what JD said, boy, some question that come up. JD said, give what JD said. JD said, we are economically colonized by others. We can't fight these giants because we are not producing enough. We depend upon others to feed us. Marcus Garvey talk about that, you know. Self-reliance, you know, is the highest science, you know. We have to learn to feed ourselves. Sure, we can produce to feed ourselves, but the same onion and tomato, seeing what we are growing down here, we are import them in the islands, and then the farmer them who works hard to get sale for them thing, them turn and spoil. You know, see, stamina sharp. Let me hear you ask about Nanny now, right? Because we're going to dissect with you them. Nanny, powerful woman. Not even the Maroons know the power of Nanny Stone. I tell her, they don't know. Because when the treaty, all the hear them talk about the treaty now. When the treaty was offered by the British, right? And me can understand. You cannot be the loser and determine the contents of the treaty. Then that, none is smart, you know, that's a weird. But hold on there. How we beat them up? How you go determine the contents of the treaty and how we win the war? That's not right. But I'm not going to win now. I mean, so she beg them, Taki and Kodjo, she beg them and said, don't go nowhere. Because by this time, them have their mindsets to wobble till them start to capture the people. And come here and them capture Paul Bogle and carry back Paul Bogle and over Paul Bogle. And then drink tea and all them something there. Yeah, see it. You understand? You understand? What for people don't know who Nanny is? Who's this woman? Where she come from? She wasn't a Maroon either. Maroon is a derogatory word given to black people, just like a word nigger. So when people jump up and say, I'm Maroon, they must know where it comes from. Maroon come from the word cimarron. It's a Spanish word mean anything that is negative, derogatory. A Maroon, they would say, is a runaway slave. Nanny was never a runaway slave. So she was never a Maroon, she was an African. So we must tell the truth. You know what I mean? We must tell the truth. You understand? Give a screen to yourself. Give a screen to yourself. You ever wonder why Nanny Bone just dug up and taken to the Vatican underground? Could question that, my boy. Could question that, Screechy. Oh, was Nanny Bones dug up and taken to the Vatican underground? Where Nanny Bones there, where Paul Bogle Bones there. You understand me? Where Paul Bogle Bones them there. You understand me? Where Paul Bogle Bones there. And that we are talking about when them do with them bones there, brother. It's serious, it don't look good at all. You understand? Skippy the clown, what go on? Creeper the clown. But Wolper clown, Skippy the clown, what go on, my road, big up yourself, man. Creeper, what go on there? Yeah, man, it's a positive forum this way after the way I talk about the plight of the Jamaican people. Moving on to a national hero. We talk about Nanny, only female in the group. Powerful African woman. Very strategic, very articulate, a good planner. She was the creator and the founder of the camouflage, because the Maroon used to just dress up like a tree and look like a tree. And as the white man them walk past, the rest is history. You understand? JJ say, if we recognize our mother Africa, we should go and link with her for a better future. Africa is great. You hear that? Janet Johnson says, remember Skull and Bones Yale University fraternities initiation must drink wine out of Geronimo's skull. All universities have similarities between Vatican and Babylon. You see what them thing they want? Yeah. Skull and Bones exist. Yeah. So you find out that Jamaica kind of get little Americanized to a point. I don't tell you a lie. They might get Americanized to a point, brethren. Where everything we are going over this, we want to talk right now. So nobody now talk about no gizzard and toto and dokuno no more, and blue draws and camel porridge and asham and them thing now, pudding with the slush pan it, and get back to the days where the village them used to roll together and nice up together. Everything just become foreign. When you understand, when I deal with the original thing again. So Nana was a powerful woman. Paul Bogle, very, 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 very powerful. Hope a Jamaican never know how powerful Paul Bogle is. Paul Bogle owned over 3,000 acre land, and Paul Bogle was not papa. Hope people that say Paul Bogle, and they really don't know who Paul Bogle. I refer to them as is in the present tense, and I don't believe in no death to them. The ancestors are too powerful. Yeah, Michael GB. I want to put this up on the screen to blows and skirt. I want to put this, Michael, big up yourself, man, from Great Britain. I've read that Nanny were never a real person. It was just stories. Can you imagine that? That way I try to tell you. Can you imagine that? Michael, no fault of your own, brethren. We love that question, because this is very important. Oh, what people believe Nanny is a myth. She never existed. She was so deep in our African spirituality that the things that she did was impossible. Then I over to me, I said, Nana was so powerful that the things in what she do, like them said she gonna disappear and reappear. You know, no you see me, no you don't. You know? Pearly Simpson want to go on there, big up yourself. No you see me, no you don't. I understand. She was that powerful. Look on it again. Paul Bogle was never a slave. Paul Bogle had rotten, rich. But yet still, him heart and him mind and soul them amongst the people. So he say, watch out now. You are going. I go down there. A Spanish Town, because Spanish Town was the capital of Jamaica at one time. For those who didn't know, Spanish Town, you see there, was the capital of Jamaica. Alright? So Spanish Town is a powerful big place. And Paul Bogle walked from Stony Gut to Spanish Town, and him do it 2 times to talk to the governor. For reason where the governor say, yo, when I deal with people them down here, you know, it's not right, you know. Can't right. I'm gonna come fix this. And Governor here. So yeah, here goes a little troublemaker boy there from Stony Gut. What's wrong with him? When I do outside and peep through the windows, yeah, we're in an audience with you, man. Get away. I'm in an argument with Paul Bogle. 2 times Paul Bogle walked upon him. So the 3rd time now when I Stony Gut in 1865, 11th October. Paul Bogle get news so boy I'm over there. Yeah, man. And guess what? When Paul Bogle get news so boy I'm over there, and think the governor was gonna be there. But the governor never show up. He sent a deputy, Ivan Van Shuttlewood, for those who don't know. See? And when he goes a boom, Paul Bogle had a candlelight vigil on the 10th of October. You must have seen it on my page. For those who have not seen a candlelight vigil, you can go and see the Paul Bogle candlelight vigil. I've been doing it from 2012. Well, a couple of years now since the COVID and so on. I might miss a one or so. See? But the walk from Stony Gut to Mount Bay, enough one can see me upon it. I walk 6.5 miles to Stony Gut. You understand? You understand? So someone just check out Paul Bogle. So when Paul Bogle goes to boom and walk, a man there in the courthouse, and the boy Ivan Van Sheckload spot him. This it was a woman start the thing, you know. She named Lilith Goegen. She fling the stone. She fling a stone. And she lead the answer. She fling a stone. After 7 of Paul Bogle, man, they must shot and kill. She fling a stone. You understand? She fling a stone and the rest is history. Alright? Empress Marcy, I'm going to put up your question. Empress Marcy, I say, hey, Big Stone, where's Paul Bogle's statue? Well, as you know, a couple of years ago, a virgin, them say my unsound mind, right? And never like how the statue look at them, say it's not a real representation of Paul Bogle. So they mash up the statue. Understand? And after they mash up the statue, they never bring it back. Statue is, but the people must say, boy, more like a cult to Paul Bogle stand up so with a machete, and the point of the machete land right between him crutch. So them I try to say, boy, that is like a code for decapitate the black man. And that looks so right and whole political thing going with it. Big up yourself, be say respect Big Stone. You can really, cause you really help people. You good, sir, and love all your showcase people who need the help and give us enough knowledge. Big up. Yeah, man, but be and a Big Stone that again, you know, like me I try to say, these are the things that I enjoy doing, you know, my general. We just like go out and help people that is need, the vice for the viceless. That's something I enjoy doing. See? Love doing it, brethren. Now I tell you I no lie. You see what I mean? You know what I mean? So we'll move right along. Paul Bogle, like me, I say, go check him out. 1865 Rebellion. You need to know about Paul Bogle. I know the greatness about Paul Bogle. Understand? Black Palace music. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Black Palace. But I them kind of reason I would have an idea. Richie, I could hear where myself. I want to look good. Richie, what go on, my boy? I said, Nanny predicted that we are going to have a spiritual war, and here it is. There are people in Jamaica right now who have similar connection to the Almighty and can do similar things, just laying low. You know, so I believe that. I believe that, Rasta. You Richie said? He said, Nanny predicted that we're going to have a spiritual war. And here it is. There are people in Jamaica right now who have similar connection to the Almighty and can do similar things. You just step on the law. You know? John, am I me there from John Kennedy? Big up yourself, man. Yeah, man. The Spanish bought slaves from Spain and Portugal. They were called the Moor. Yeah, at one time. You're right, Bassa. Some of the slaves were Moors. At least the first set of slaves themselves were the Moors. You know what I mean? But we want to check out Paul Bogle. Let's go back now, like, Google him name and you go up on me. Let's go up on Big Stone Television and you can see whole heap of video. Let's type in Paul Bogle Big Stone Television and see over 100 odd video when we do. All with the great grandson of Paul Bogle. You know, whole power work up in there, so I want to educate the people, man, and people understand. So education is the key. I can move to Sam Sharp. Now Sam Sharp, a whole heap of people just say, name a national hero and somebody ball out. Sam Sharp, but enough man not take. They stop to understand who Sam Sharp really is. Sam Sharp was a genius. A brilliant mind. Taught himself how to read and write. Can you imagine that? A slave that can read and write. A slave that was so important that he was like the bookkeeper for his colonial masters. He was so brilliant that him read the newspaper to the bookkeeper master who couldn't read. No, that was unheard of back in those days. You're mad? A slave? It was against the law for you to read. The only book they give access to is that Bible. And them have a one man when them allow to read, will read it to you and interpret it for you. You understand? All right, B, got to run, yeah, man. Take care of yourself, man. Big up. Yeah, you know what I mean? It was brilliant, Sam Sharp. But guess what? Him still never like the X-ray war going in a Jamaica. Never like it. Him never like how Jamaica run them time that all the man am deal with the people. Them just like how the people am get dealt with now. What people not like it, but some people not say nothing. But me come like Sam Sharp, I have to say something. I not like how the people them are being treated. So I'm just using creative thoughts, plot one of the biggest revolts in the Caribbean. When organized by night, him just walk to neighboring parish them and say, listen, we're going to start this thing as simultaneously. As the clock strike 12. See, them call it the Christmas Day Massacre. Why I choose Christmas Day is because, Christmas Eve, most of the colonial master, them drink up them wine and have them concubine and things like that, and them get drunk. Yeah, most of them drink up and start and get drunk and yeah, and we 3 kings of holy and that we wish you a Merry Christmas and all them kind of thing there and drink up a whole heap of booze and get drunk and then just strike. But no, a whole heap of plantation and a whole heap of things happen. Seeing that some people lost their lives. Revolution, they are not murderers. Paul Bogle was never a murderer. Paul Bogle was a revolutionary, a man who fight for his life and his freedom can never be branded a murderer. Because self-preservation is the first thing. It's life. So the first rules that one have to preserve life at any cost. So a man who fight for his life and some people lost their life. And that's what we call that collateral damages. Anyway, let's move right along. So we know Sam Sharp was brilliant. So the massacre go down and some people lose their life. But guess what? Sam Sharp was such a brilliant asset to the colonial masters that they never want to kill him. No, we can't. Sam Sharp did value about 1,000 slaves. His value was equivalent to that of 1,000 slaves. You know why? Because he could read and write. He was very brilliant. He was a mathematician. He used to keep the books them. All right, we had 4 slaves born yesterday. All right. We sold 6 to over there. All right. 1 died of natural cause. And you keep the tally and the books them steady and them accurate on the harvest. Okay, we had 500 bushel of corn, 2,000 and a banana, X amount of yam, crop that house over there, work the hardest and so on. So them they love Sam Sharp. All the day when them have him in a jail and right after him jail with them could have stay and look up and see the gallows a bill man a drive. Boom. Put man a drive nail and all them thing and I get the rope secure and them thing there. And them approach him and themselves. Them say, Sam, we don't want to hurt you, Sam. We don't want to do you nothing. We just want to tell you, sir, just keep your mouth shut. Don't get involved in any other revolt. See? Don't get yourself involved in no more revolt. Keep your mouth shut. The same thing like when them off from Nelson Mandela. Okay, if we offer you freedom and so on, you must not be politically inclined and we don't want you to speak in a public place and we don't want you to incite so and so. And that's why I love Sam Sharp, because Sam Sharp said, when I'm offer him all them nice things there, he said, I'd rather die on yonder gallows than live the life of a slave. Nothing prefer dead. Nah, live under them condition there. When them want have him under. My national hero that. See? And then we come now to the right honorable Marcus Garvey, the man of the century. One of the greatest minds, like an Imhotep that was ever born. And I'm proud to say that I was born in the parish of St. Anne. Some of us want to big up all the people. I was born in St. Anne, but I grew up in the district of Enfield, St. Mary. I went to Enfield when I was about maybe 6 months or so. You know, I got Enfield me about 6 months. So I don't know nothing about St. Anne's really. You know, I know about Enfield. See, but my birth certificate and my passport says I was born in St. Anne. See? So Marcus Garvey, a little man that taught himself how to read and write again. Very brilliant. You know, at age 14, Marcus Garvey has his own, he was an editor, you know, worked for a big company in Kingston, left center. And, you know, have his own little era when he lock off himself and read every book that was ever printed and available to him. Lock himself in a father library and just read and just keep on reading. But he was still astonished to see how, when he went to places like Panama and Costa Rica, you know, as a young man and so on, and him see that blacks are being treated the same way, like how him see them are treated at Jamaica. Go to New York and then see the same thing. Black people are being treated the same way. Them have this bossy slave mentality, some of them. This bourgeois mentality, some of them. You understand? Trust me, Marcus Garvey suffered the consequences. He was shot at, he was stabbed, you know. You go to the whole party, them call him, you know what I mean? Ugly man, black, short, ugly man. You understand? Yeah, man. Stamina Shaw say Garden Parish, land of the prophets. Yeah, man. And that's how Big Stone was born. World veteran said, give this man his flowers, another hero. Yeah, man. And that we're talking about, man. Marcus Garvey do so much thing for Jamaica. Yeah, man. Whole heap of things Marcus Garvey. And he's still doing till this day. Yet still he is not taught in school. One of the greatest minds that ever come out of this country is not taught. A lot of students know that, yeah, Marcus Garvey is our first national hero. And that's about it. All right? Yeah. But we believe and recognize the greatness of these great ones. You know what I mean? We recognize these great ones because we know personally what they did for our life. You understand? And we don't tend to respect. We don't tend to respect our prophets. No, sir. We don't respect our prophet. None at all, brother. We deal with them a certain way. You see it. So I just want to help people understand, say the Honorable Marcus Garvey is a great human being. I'm one of them jumping brethren and pay respect to a great man. In 2012, I had the opportunity of inviting, you know, Marcus Garvey to Jamaica. Understand? When I invite Marcus Garvey to Jamaica, seeing a lot of people try to look at me like, you know, I didn't have anything to do with it. Yeah, man, I didn't have anything to do with it. You understand? And I'm going to find what Julius Garvey had to say. You understand? What Julius Garvey had to say about the fact that the Honorable Marcus Garvey is real. Because a lot of people might see the Honorable Marcus Garvey and think that he's just a myth. Like what them say Nanny of the Maroon was a myth. That them say, you know, yeah, man, them say Nanny of the Maroon was a myth. She wasn't a real person. Whooper man said that. Whooper man said that. And that's why when they had the problem with the statue of Marcus Garvey up by the University of the West Indies, we had to make such a big deal about it. The reason why we had to make such a big deal about it is the fact that that statue didn't look nothing like Marcus Garvey. You know? In 2012, when I bought the son of Marcus Garvey, along with the help of my friends and great Garveyites, a lot of people look at me like, oh, yeah, where could that boy there come from? But you want to bring the son of Marcus Garvey. And they ridicule me. So I'm going to share with the Jamaican people them The first time I ever bring this to the platform.
I don't know where Claude went, but I want to big up Claude Sinclair again because he's the one that brought me here. And Claude is a simple, humble, ordinary Jamaican, but his life was transformed by Garveyism. When he went to the United States, he learned more about Garvey than he learned in Jamaica. And learning about Garvey in America, it transformed his life. And I'm going to let him tell you, okay? Tell him that, because then he's responsible for bringing me here. And then the government has piggybacked on that. The government didn't bring me here. Claude Sinclair, so that Garveyism in action. That's the point I'm trying to make. Tell him this.
First of all, a very pleasant good afternoon to everyone. Miss Amina Blackwood, of course, I see you. I recognize your face. You are you? Okay. Anyway, my name is Claude Sinclair. I was born in the parish of St. Anne Bay, the same parish as my hero, the Right Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. I grew up poor. I went to school barefooted. But guess what? I never sculled school, never stayed away from school. Always tried to learn my lesson and do it well. Anything that I do it exceptionally well. I was a Cub Scout. I was a member of the Boys Brigade. I was a member of the Montego Bay Boys Club. I was a member of the Jamaica Defense Force. And also I was a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I spent 5 years in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. In 1980, I got a scholarship to Brooklyn Conservatory of Music because I'm a master trumpeter and I play the guitar. Now in 1980, when I went to the United States of America, I already knew that our first national hero was that, our first national hero, and nothing else. So I started to research myself because suddenly I found out that I was black in 1980. Really, because you know when you go to school and you look at, somebody who's of Indian descent, you really don't see an Indian as say, because we don't see, I'm not a prejudiced person. I see people for people. I don't judge somebody by what he looks like, but the contents of that person's character, because that makes you who you are. Anyway, I started to read up more about my blackness. I started reading about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Jomo Kenyatta, Kwame Ture, or Stokely Carmichael, Queen Mother Moore, Nelson Mandela, Bobby Seals of the Black Panther, Malcolm X, and the list goes on and on and on. But what really startled me was the fact that all these people, Julius Nyerere, all these people that are named were all inspired by one man, and that is the Right Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey.
Yeah, man, the Right Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, man. Inspired all them great man them. Nelson Mandela, Steve Bantu Biko, Kwame Nkrumah, Patrice Lumumba, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Louis Farrakhan, you name them. Marcus Garvey from St. Thomas inspired them. See? So, what we teach with children, them brethren, what we are experiencing at Jamaica right now is because our children are not being taught. We are let loose with children. That's why some idiot can come, you understand, and say, boy, I'm a farmer church, and call himself God Almighty. See? And the people in mind set in such a way where them all are turn weapons upon them one another. Human sacrifice and all them things that go on. How much of them things they did go on before this happened, it bust out? How much people afraid and not talk? How much people disappear? How much of a little baby, a little girl, and when them take away half of them as blood sacrifice and them thing there. See it? Whole little thing I go on about the place, so we don't know. See? So that thing that was going on at the church last night is a eye opener for a whole heap of people. This is gonna be the talk on everybody's mind today. You see it? Everybody's mind today. Anyway, my brothers and my sister, I've been talking to you for a little bit over 2 hours. I enjoyed talking to you, man. I really and truly enjoy the interaction between all of you. Seeing? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Black Palace music, man. You know what I mean, man? I'm gonna have to put up that, man. Black Palace, I say, boy, um, Empress Marcy said, you know who they are, they lack wisdom and knowledge. Yeah, man, she right. Yeah, man, she right. Them lack wisdom and knowledge. You understand? Yes, I am. We give thanks, man. We give thanks. We give thanks for all of the item. You know, I've been talking to you for 2 hours. You know, my voice is a little bit on the low side. So I'm gonna regroup and come again. This has been very mind wrecking for me to know. At least we can announce good news in the 2 hours that I made that the little 13-year-old girl has been found. You know, she's as safe now. We don't know the consequences. We don't know anything about Davy and Brian, the suspected abductor of the little girl, but we can report that she's safe. I want to thank you all for watching this program at this very short notice. Thank you for tuning in. You know, once Big Stone come on the screen, that's some serious thing Big Stone are going with. Right? Couldn't have done today's show without you, your participation. Your answers were some great answers. Some of your comments were some great comments. Some of your questions that you asked were some very, 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 very deep questions that you guys asked that Big Stone can't answer. But at least it's in the atmosphere, you know, food for thought. We can start thinking about these things. You know what I mean? And hopefully we can have a great outcome. We're looking forward to a beautiful Jamaica. That's why we work so hard. I mean, I beg you, subscribe to the channel. All I know watch your live today. Subscribe, man. Help me get to 100,000. A long time I do it. Help me get to 100,000. Big Stone love, you know. Have a great day. Walk good. And tell everybody out there. All right? I love you all. And I look forward to doing this again. All right? Enough love.